There is nothing more frustrating, nothing more suffocating than feeling like you've built something incredible. Your startup, your vision, your whole future. And yet the investors just don't come. Not because your idea isn't worth it, not because you lack talent or grit, but because it seems like you're screaming into a deaf void. You wait, you post, you try to get noticed, you send emails, messages, cold calls, countless messages. But it feels like no one is listening, like the world is blind, deaf, and utterly indifferent. It's exhausting. It's maddening. It's as if the very system designed to fuel your growth is conspiring to keep you invisible. Now imagine if that wasn't the case. Imagine a world where the demand for your idea, your company, your vision builds itself. Where investors come to you, drawn not by relentless outreach or endless chasing, but by a powerful, undeniable pull. That magnetic force where your work, your story, your presence lights a fire so brightly it can't be ignored. That's the dream. That's what every founder wants. What every leader craves. But how? How do you build investor demand without spending every waking moment hunting it down? It starts with a brutal truth that so few say out loud. Chasing investors is the easy part. It's the betrayal of your true power. The power that lies not in begging for attention, but in creating an atmosphere so electric, so real, that the right people can't help but be pulled in. This demand, this hunger for what you create, doesn't come from emails sent, tweets posted, or ads run. It comes from being unshakably clear about who you are, what you stand for, and why your vision is not just a product, but a movement. Your idea isn't just a business. It's the future knocking at the door. It's the fire burning beneath the surface of a world hungry for change. But here's what almost nobody says. Investors don't want to invest in products. They want to invest in meaning, in alignment, in something that feels alive. If you're treating investors like a checkbox, a deal to be closed, or worst, a cold business transaction, you've already lost. Demand doesn't grow from hollow pitches or scripted emails. It rises from authenticity, from magnetic storytelling, and from connection so deep it cuts through the noise like a knife. You've got to learn to build more than a company. You've got to build a presence so human and so raw, it shakes the foundations of everything investors thought they knew. That means showing your struggle with the system, the world that's set up to keep you small. Let those walls come down. Investors want to see the person behind the vision, the fire in your bones, the refusal to settle for a borrowed life. Next, it's not about being loud. It's about being unforgettable. The world is oversaturated with noise. Every day, thousands of founders shout, send DMs, beg for a meeting. The ones who break through don't yell louder. They slow down. They get surgical. They craft a story so irresistible, so incredibly human, that it stops people mid-scroll. This is not a game of spam and spray. It's a game of deeply cultivated relationships, built on precision and real connection. You need to become magnetic in the spaces that matter. Find your corners, the few where the rare gather, the investors who team with the same fire you have. But don't just show up. Show up differently. Share your vision with brutal honesty. Share what keeps you awake at night. Share how your venture will not just make money, but change realities. Talk about the edge you occupy, the uncomfortable place where greatness lives, where ordinary breaks down and the exceptional begins. Then comes the part most overlooked, patience. Investor demand doesn't happen overnight. It's not a viral stunt. It's a slow burn, fueled by consistent, deliberate actions that align perfectly with your mission. Every piece of content you create, every conversation you have, every moment you spend is like laying brick after brick on a foundation so solid that when the first investor comes knocking, it's not luck, it's inevitability. Here's an insider secret you won't hear anywhere else. Build around alignment, not numbers. Forget the vanity metrics, the follower counts, the likes, the views. What truly matters is connection with the few who light your fire, who see your vision and hold a spark in their own hands. When even one or two of those people believe in you deeply, demand grows exponentially. These few become your coalitions, your amplifiers, your power multipliers. You don't want many, you want the right few. Amplify that by crafting your narrative like a lifeline. No buzzwords, no cliches. Speak like a real person, the person this world is starving for. Be fearless about questioning everything. Be relentless about breaking the rules that hold you back. Investors are drawn to founders who don't just adapt to the system, but rewrite it. Your story is your rebellion. Your truth is your weapon. When you unfold that clearly, investors start to chase you. Demand builds because you embody the future. Investors desperately want to find, but can't create inside old frameworks. This magnetism also comes from what you don't say. Your discipline is your power. Say no to distractions, to noise that doesn't align with your energy. Your time is sacred. Protect it fiercely. Every bandwagon investor or opportunistic follower that doesn't share your fire only dilutes your energy. Build your world around the rare few who refuse to settle, who burn with you. It is this network of singular energy, those who dare to be different, that turns sparks into flames. And don't forget the invisible work, the unseen strategies that silently build desire. Creating exclusive insights, sharing untold stories, activating small but deeply engaged gatherings where investors experience your vision firsthand. Make every touchpoint a moment of revelation. Don't just sell, inspire. Don't just pitch, awaken. Over time, this shift changes the game entirely. Instead of scrambling for attention, you become a beacon for opportunity. Investors no longer wonder if your company is worth their time, because you have created a gravity well from your unique perspective, your unwavering mission, your capacity to build something truly different. Demand becomes a natural consequence of who you are and what you represent. This is how you build investor demand without outreach. Not through grinding or chasing, but through creating an irresistible force, a blend of raw authenticity, strategic presence, deep alignment, and relentless patience. Investors come seeking you because you are not just another startup. You are a movement, a spark, a revolution wrapped in a vision. So the next time you feel the urge to send that 100th cold email, stop. Ask yourself, am I building a fire here or just throwing matches into the dark? Walk toward the edge, not the center. Break the comfortable illusions the system has handed you. Become the founder who refuses to live a borrowed life. The investor demand you crave isn't a prize. It's a natural magnetism earned by those who dare to be different, who dare to burn quietly but fiercely, who transform their reality instead of begging to be noticed. No shortcuts, no hacks, just relentless commitment to becoming, to unlearning, to building that rare network where misaligned brilliance becomes unstoppable power. When you step into that space, you stop chasing investors because they start chasing you. That's the real game. That's true freedom. It's time to take that step, to stop running the tired loops, to build something so powerful it defines what comes next. Because the future isn't waiting. It's yours to demand.